Okay, workday over. It is time to enjoy the evening and pick up where we previously left off. Last video you saw me cut the threads and everything fits very nicely. Obviously, let me zoom in here. We've got a problem there because I cannot get the full stroke, obviously, because it needs to be cut. It needs to be cut flush here, so I need to cut off a little more than 2.3 inches. I think it was 2.320 inches. 2.3 inches. So I think I'm going to try and do that shortly. So it might be a nighttime cut. I'll enjoy my beverage and maybe some cashews while I'm setting things up. So looks like it's getting dark, and I will maybe set some lights up. See you on the next video. Okay, back again. That was a little bit stressful. Had to get a medicine refill and some more cashews. Okay, so it took probably a good 10 minutes. Sorry while I chew down. It took literally a good 10 minutes. I tried to do slow. I mean, it was a nice cut. I'm glad I didn't try to do an angle grinder rather, or any other. It was very challenging to hold this on the miter saw. So one of the other reasons I was going quite slow, and I let it set for a good 10-15 minutes after cutting because I knew it was going to be hot. I measured with my caliper and how much was hanging over, and it looks like, I think I know I said something like 2.3. What I actually meant was 1.32 inches. So all this work for 1.32 inches. Sometimes it's just not about the length of something, it's about the quality of what it does. So I'm going to see if that's hot, which it is not. And as I thought, not bad. There's a little resistance. I'm trying to get that off, to be expected. So I think what I'll do is put that back on, and okay, that's maybe going to be easier said than done. And yes, it is. There we go. So what I think I'm going to do to protect the other threads is I've got a file, and I'm going to create, I'm going to take the burrs off there because that's quite sharp actually, it looks like. And I'm going to file this just a little bit so that it's not dangerous to the touch. So too hard to do that on camera. Maybe I'll give it a try when I pull the file out. Give me a few. Again with my trusty file, and I think I'm just going to just enough to take that edge off. And the way my day's been going at work, as soon as I touch this particular edge, I'll probably cut myself. Sorry if I'm not in camera. I'm trying to do what I'm doing and doing it at the same time. And I'm not a metal worker, so I'm sure I'm probably doing something not so wonderful. I'm just trying to fiddle and learn and make something a little better to my liking. Okay, so that's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, so I'm going to probably take a few minutes off video so I can actually see what I'm doing. Back in a few. So, that should be the end of the cutting oil, and hopefully this will be a simple cut by hand shopping today. Nothing to do with work in the shop. Go figure. Especially when I need to work with oil. So let's see if there's any resistance. I'm doing this left-handed, and the fact that I'm doing that left-handed, I can feel a little bit, which I'm trying to work through right now. Very smooth. Okay. Probably shoot that with some oil. Brush it off with a nylon brush. There are my threads. Let's see if you can see those. So there's the finished product. And let me clean this up and mount it to the press. Back in a few. Okay, I won't call this the moment of truth because I'm reasonably confident that it's going to work, but let's see what happens. Ergo, new modified Ergo. And that's positive. Ooh, look at that for measurement. Almost perfect. Let me grab my wrench. Maybe I'll Loctite this at some point, but not tonight. Okay. Call that straight. Okay. All right. Let me see what's in frame. All right, so when I do that, I'm clearing, if you notice, I've got no overhang. So my measurement was clean. Maybe zoom in for that one. Get this light out of the way a little bit. That's a little better. So zoom in for there. You'll notice no overhang on my cut. So it's a good measurement. And when I come back out, I'm going to see how that feels for the downstroke. As I bump into everything. All right, exactly. No bending down. I'm perfectly level, or at least my arm is extended I don't know what you can see in the frame. No, you can't quite see it, but let me show you what it looks like. Got them running into everything. So this uptick with that bend makes all the difference in the world that that straight short arm handle does not have. So I now have the equivalent of a short Ergo that has a good feel to it when I'm on the downstroke and I'm on the upstroke. It's a little bit lower, so it doesn't have quite the same feel as this does because of where it is, but I would say that that's a good trade-off, so I'm happy with the results. Good stuff. All right, all. That's it for this particular project for now. Any questions, comments? Shove them my way.